Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Mary here, also known as Sunny Love. Today is our 165th day together, and I am so glad to all who have subscribed, liked, and shared my YouTube channel with others. We're building community here. The topic of my message for today is the story you keep telling yourself is what's keeping you stuck. The story you're telling yourself is keeping you stuck. Yes. What if the thing holding you back isn't true? The story you repeat to yourself becomes the life you live. And so let us sit up straight. Let us take a deep breath of whatever it is we want to hold into our spirit, and we let go of anything that is uncomfortable, that's keeping us feeling as though we're stuck or that everything is coming to an end. Okay? So let's give ourselves a great big hug. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Wasn't that amazing? We're grounding ourselves, changing the way we're thinking and how we're reflecting, giving ourselves time to respond instead of act, right? Instead of reacting, instead of saying things we wouldn't want to say, we don't want to be hasty in giving an answer, right? Let's just calm ourselves down first. And some of those stories that we have told ourselves were never ours to begin with. And I always wonder, why do we think I'm not enough? I'm always mess things up. This is just the way I am. I'm never gonna change. I'm never gonna be nothing. I'm this, I'm that. Come on. But who told you that? And what made it stick? What made us believe those stories that were fed into us all those years coming up, and we're still reliving a lot of those things that are baked into our, our life or our core being, right? Think of it. Who told me that? Is that mine? How do I feel? And because the mind holds on to what it hears repeatedly, especially when it's tied to pain. Isn't that something? My son said to me once, he said, "Mom, you just enjoy living in pain." I said, "Wow, you know what? You're right. I've thought about it a lot because I've had quite a bit of time to think about things now. And sometimes I remember growing up always feeling like life just wasn't the way it should have been for me, right? Always hurting, always carrying all that baggage that is no longer ours to carry because, I don't have to think that way anymore because I'm not in pain right now. And I feel good in my spirit. I feel good in my body. Really, I feel good down in my soul. And I'm learning that the things we feed our thoughts and the way we talk to ourselves is what we put out into the world, and it's what's going to show up, right? But just because something feels familiar doesn't make it true. Just because I've gotten comfortable in a particular way of living doesn't mean I have to stay stuck in that same frame of mind or that same modality. You can question it, challenge it, release it, let it go. I say the Lord for me, not for all. I don't push it on anyone, but for me, for giving me grace and for causing me to think about some things and causing me to eat joy and peace and comfort and happiness and show compassion and be grateful for the smallest things that we have in life. And I'm learning that it's changed the spirit within, right? And we can do whatever we choose to do with this mind of ours, but it takes practice. Changing the way we've reflected out, changing the way we look at self within. It takes practice to change some things, and in that new space that we're creating, you get to become someone new. We have choice in what matters in our life, regardless of what's going on in the world, regardless of what's being said out there. And believe me, I believe in my heart and my core that good will always win out over evil. We don't fight evil for evil. We don't fight bitterness for bitterness, because we'll be consumed in it ourselves as well. And I've learned that, believe me, a lot of times the hard way. And you get to clear some space up within your core and decide what is right for me. Just because everybody else is doing this and doing that and believing material things is going to go with us. I've never seen a casket full of things. Have you? So when we leave this world, I believe we leave with nothing. We came in with nothing. And collecting all these things has done nothing. So what story do you keep telling yourself? Is it keeping you stuck? Think about that. If this felt like something that you could store in your toolbox, or if this felt like something that you can keep and you found that it's the right time to hear this kind of message, why don't you subscribe, like, or come and join our community and share it with others who may need a word of encouragement, because we're growing together. I thank you for who have subscribed, who have liked, who have shared this channel thus far. And I want us to take in a deep breath, knowing tomorrow, one day 66, the Lord willing, 166th day will be tomorrow. Let's give ourselves a big hug. Let's take in a deep breath. Let go. Deep breath in, holding what we need. Let it go. Deep breath in, holding ourselves captive, loving ourselves. Releasing all hindrances. I will see you tomorrow on day 166, the Lord willing, I always say. And thank you again. We love you. We care about you. You matter. And be safe. Goodbye. Have a great day.